Hi, everybody. I'm standing here with the #1 scoring team of our 4 semifinal teams, Bellarmine High School. And the captain of Bellarmine is about to pick their opponent for this first game. Will it be Mountain View High? Or Mission San Jose? Or Crystal Springs Upland? Find out next on Quiz Kids.
It's the Bay Area Quiz Kids, brought to you by the San Mateo Credit Union. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to turn this over to Tanae Katari, the captain of the Bellarmine team. Tanae, who will your opponents be for this first semifinals game?
It was a tough choice, but we'll be going with Crystal Springs.
Crystal Springs! Let's play Quiz Kids! We are in for an exciting game. Let's say hi to the Bellarmine team. Ankit Agarwal, how are you?
I'm good, Alex.
Nice try, Buster. You want to talk about parliamentary debate because it's kind of losing ground at your school, I hear.
Yeah, I'm part of actually the only team in a pretty big speech and debate program. So it's like a 2-person event where you receive the resolution or the topic you debate on 20 minutes before the round, and then you have to draft arguments either opposing or affirming that resolution. And then when you go up to give your speeches, you don't have preparation in between speeches. You go up and give your points. And
so you've made it sound very palatable, and I know you want more guys on the team to do parliamentary debate.
Yeah.
And Alex wouldn't have given you this much time to talk about it, Ankit. I just want to tell you that right now. Tanae Katari, you have exciting summer plans to celebrate your 18th birthday.
I do. I'll probably be in India, where I was born, to celebrate my 18th birthday with friends and family.
Yeah?
I'm really excited and looking forward to it. I haven't gone in a long time. I'll also be in Dallas for a week to compete in a debate tournament. And other than that,
not in parliamentary debate.
not in parliamentary
Ankit's
debate.
displeasure.
It's so archaic. There's only one team around.
Well, good for you. Well, happy birthday in advance. Nikhil Desai. Every year, for the last couple of years, Bellarmine has chosen a social justice theme and spent a week on it. And this week is coming up for you.
Yeah, this week's theme is sustainability. Last year's was hunger. And so during this week, we're going to have a slightly different schedule. We're going to have regular school days on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. But on Wednesday, we're going to have the opportunity to go to a variety of talks by guest speakers all over campus. And it's all about how to help improve our sustainability and our school's attention to environmental issues.
Sounds
And then on
fantastic.
Thursday, we have a service day for environmental causes.
So you'll go off campus and do...
Yeah, off campus and do service with a variety of agencies.
Fantastic. Good for you, Nikhil. Let's give you guys a chance to earn up to 100 points. All I need to have you do is pick a category. Today's categories are Stone Age, Pat Answers, and Hubba Hubba.
We'll take Stone Age.
Stone Age. Name these famous rocks and stones. Kiss it and you'll get the gift of gab.
Blarney Stone. Yeah. Blarney Stone.
Right. It was key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Rosetta Stone.
Right. Los Gatos advertising executive Gary Dahl came up with this 70s fad, and you never had to walk it or clean its litter box.
Pet Rock.
Yes. The British monarch sits on a chair upon this stone during the coronation ceremony.
Scone.
The Scone Stone?
Yeah.
Really? The Scone Stone?
It's pronounced Scoon, but that is right, Ankit. Once it was the largest known diamond, today it's part of the British crown jewels.
Hope Diamond?
No, I'm sorry, that's the Kohinoor.
Oh, Kohinoor. There we go.
Yes, Ankit's now looking at you saying you should have done parliamentary debate. It has the number 1620 carved into it and sits in a place of honor on a Massachusetts beach.
Oh, Plymouth Rock.
Yeah.
Plymouth Rock.
That's right. Yeah. Finally, this Georgia monument commemorates Confederate heroes Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson, and Jefferson Davis.
Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain.
You got 60 points. Congratulations. We'll be right back.
Peninsula TV is proudly brought to you in part by Nimbus Design, helping Penn TV, businesses, government, and nonprofits with their web technology and design needs. Nimbus Design combines art and technology to help businesses connect directly with customers, partners, and the public. Located in Redwood City, the heart of the Silicon Valley. They can be reached on their website at nimbusdesign.com. Nimbus Design, a proud sponsor of Peninsula TV.
Let's say hello to the Crystal Springs Uplands team. Emily Cohn, the students at Crystal Springs do a lot of extracurricular activities, and you've been part of a club for the past 4 years.
Yes, I helped found a book club
A book club. So how often do you meet?
once a month.
And you pick a different book each time, and talk about it like book clubs do?
Yes.
Good. What's the new book coming up?
Inherit the Wind.
Ah, maybe you'll decide on this whole factor about whether or not we are descended from the apes, or yeah, be very interesting. Good. Greg Owen, last time we met, you talked about a puzzle contest you had done. Now you're going to talk about another kind of contest that you do continually.
Yes, this year I've decided to write a math contest for our middle school. I publish new problems every 2 weeks and have them solve them. And if they solve them correctly, they get large brownies.
Large brownies.
Turns out to be a great incentive.
Exactly. You know, I'll do anything for a brownie is it's the 8th grade motto, I think. Sam Packard, you formed a new club yourself because you felt jealous of everybody else's constant engagement in extracurricular activities.
That's true. My jealousy created the club, the Project for the New Century of Industry, and it's a club where we discuss industry. We don't meet as often as other clubs, and we're not nearly as organized, but it's a club nonetheless. And
And what exactly do you talk about?
industry, Brad.
That's really industrious of you. You know what I think I could do for you is go on with the game. So we will let you guys pick a category, either Pat Answers or Hubba Hubba.
We'll go with Pat Answers.
Pat Answers. I'm going to take Hubba Hubba home with me since no one will pick that. Great, great category, let me tell you. Anyway, all answers contain the letters P-A-T. It provides 17 years of intellectual property protection for inventors.
Patent.
Right. A father might get this time off from his job to help care for a newborn.
Paternity leave. Paternity leave.
Correct. It's a region of Argentina or an outdoor outfitter.
Patagonia.
Correct. This best friend of Achilles was slain by Hector in the Iliad.
Patroclus.
Correct. Famed World War II tank commander who competed in the...
Patton.
Yes, and Greg never lets me finish my questions. The title of the head of the Greek Orthodox Church.
Patriarch.
Correct. And finally, it's a non-standard language like a pidgin or Creole.
Patchwork. Patchwork.
Patois. Patois. We have a tie score. Congratulations. We'll be back with the three-for-all. Don't go away.
Since 1952, San Mateo Credit Union has been proud to help San Mateo County members and their families achieve their financial dreams. Our deep commitment to the community we serve includes offering a wide variety of financial education programs, like financial literacy workshops for youth, adults, and seniors, seminars about raising money-smart kids, identity theft prevention, and many more. For more information about San Mateo Credit Union, visit us at www.smcu.org.
Since this is a semifinal game, I'm very excited to have in our audience the gentlemen who write the questions for our show. I'd like to introduce them to you. They are the Cub Scouts from San Carlos, Pack 65, Den 13. We would also love to thank the coaches for both these teams that brought them all the way to the semifinals. First from Bellarmine, the coach is Mr. Chris Fleetus. And our longtime friend from Crystal Springs, Mr. Wells Wadley. All right, quiz kids, hands on your buzzers. It's time for the three-for-all. I'll ask a toss-up question worth 10 points. If you answer correctly, your team controls that round. Tie score, as it should be with two such strong teams. Here's your first toss-up. The Crab Nebula is a remnant from a 1054 example of what type, Ankit?
Supernova.
Yes, for 20, extremely energetic explosions in distant galaxies can emit generous bursts of what extremely short wavelength radiation?
Gamma rays. It's a gamma ray.
For 40, gamma ray burst 991216 was observed on December 16th, 1999, and was named for which composer whose 229th birthday was on that date?
So
Mozart, I don't know.
Sure, Mozart.
It's my birthday, too.
Okay.
Beethoven.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Thomas Carlyle's pejorative reference to the colored ribbon that bound official English. Yes, Emily.
Red tape.
Yes, for 20, the Red Book is the standard for what form of digital audio?
MP3.
I think it's CDs.
MP3?
A CD.
I'm sorry.
Who composed the oratorio The Dream of Gerontius? Yes, Nikhil.
Elgar.
Yes. One of the pomp and circumstance marches is almost always played during what exercises where speakers receive honorary degrees?
Graduation ceremony?
Yes. According to its newspaper, The Crimson, Supreme Court Justice David Souter is scheduled to deliver the 2010 commencement address at what Ivy League university?
Harvard.
Correct, for 40 points. Who took part in the War of the Farrapos and the Uruguayan Civil War before returning to Europe? Tenay.
Garibaldi?
Right. Prior to Italian unification, what was the name of the territory referred to as the temporal power of the Pope?
Like the Holy See?
Okay,
The Holy See?
The Papal States.
There we go.
The set of points equidistant from a directrix and a... Yes, Greg.
Parabola.
Right. Which of the conic sections is the proper representation of a planet's orbit?
Ellipse.
Right. For 40, which of the conic sections has two pieces known as branches?
Hyperbola.
You got 40 points. Likely to be the first major Republican to announce his presidential bid is what former Minnesota two-term Nikhil?
Pawlenty.
Yes, Pawlenty may face intrastate competition if what malaprop-prone congresswoman from Minnesota also launches a bid for president.
Bachmann?
Right. At the moment, the top potential GOP contender, according to opinion polls, is what former Arkansas governor from Hope?
Huckabee.
You got 40 points. Settled by immigrants from the Rhineland, which Orange County suburbs? Yes, Greg.
Anaheim.
Right. If you directed a cabbie to go to 1313 Harbor Boulevard in Anaheim, he'd take you to what park?
Angels Park.
Disneyland. Name the artist whose mural, Man at the Crossroads, Tenay.
Rivera.
The controversy over Rivera's mural stemmed from its inclusion of what communist figure?
Lenin, right? It's Lenin.
Right. Rivera recreated the mural as man, controller of the universe, in what world capital?
New York City. Wait, no. Mexico City, right?
Probably go for it.
Mexico City.
That's right, for 40 points. In 1962, James Meredith became the first African... Yes, Ankit.
University of Mississippi.
May I accept that? Okay. In 1897, the university formally adopted what nickname?
Ole Miss.
Oh, is that Ole Miss?
Ole Miss is correct. The University of Mississippi recently changed its sports mascot from Colonel Reb to which animal?
I don't know.
Beaver.
What do they have in Mississippi?
Beaver.
Beaver.
Bear.
Bear.
An ice skater spins slowly with her arms stretched out. Yes, Greg.
Angular momentum.
Yes. The first law of thermodynamics states that what quantity must be conserved?
Energy.
And for 40, Einstein's equation E equals mc squared stated that what is not conserved but may be converted to energy?
Mass.
You got it for 40 points. School children occasionally confuse author John Bunyan for what fictional lumberjack? Yes, Ankit.
Paul Bunyan.
Right. Yeah, John Bunyan was a British author who wrote what allegory to inspire fellow Puritans towards heaven?
This is Pilgrim's Progress.
Right, and for 40, the Pilgrim's Progress was first published in 1678, 58 years after what ship dropped off another group of pilgrims in the New World?
1620. Mayflower.
No.
1620.
Mayflower.
Go for it.
Mayflower.
You got 40 points, and we'll be right back.
Peninsula TV is proudly brought to you in part by Nimbus Design, helping Penn TV, businesses, government, and nonprofits with their web technology and design needs. Nimbus Design combines art and technology to help businesses connect directly with customers, partners, and the public. Located in Redwood City, the heart of the Silicon Valley. They can be reached on their website at nimbusdesign.com. Nimbus Design, a proud sponsor of Peninsula TV.
We are into three-for-all, and here's your next toss-up. A law passed in 1967 prevents a president from appointing family members to what body? Ankit.
The cabinet.
Yes. The 1967 law is thought to be a response to whose appointment of his brother to the cabinet in 1961?
JFK.
John F. Kennedy.
To what position did JFK appoint his brother?
Attorney General.
Attorney General.
It's Attorney General.
You got it for 40 points. Tobago is the smaller of the two main... Yes, Greg.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes. Trinidad and Tobago is home to what form of music popularized in the 50s by artists such as Harry Belafonte?
Calypso?
Yes. Although English is the official language of Trinidad and Tobago, the name of its capital city includes the name of what other European country? And
Netherlands?
Spain. Port of Spain. Jules Verne published Around the World in 80 Days in 1873. 16 years later, in 1889, Nikhil.
Nellie Bly.
Yes. In 1989, which member of Monty Python starred in his own real life Around the World in 80 Days?
John Cleese. John Cleese.
Michael Palin. What sculptor who depicted 6 men trying to save Yes Tenay?
Rodin.
Yes. One of the thinkers is located in the courtyard of which San Francisco museum?
Legion of Honor, perhaps?
Go for it.
The Legion of Honor?
Yes. The Legion of Honor was the gift of Alma Spreckles, an heir to a fortune made in what sweet business?
Chocolate?
Chocolate or confectionery? Which one?
Chocolate.
Sugar.
Oh, okay. That's wrong.
Rumor says Patrick Henry tried to use this political trick to keep James Madison from gaining a... Emily. To keep James Madison from gaining a congressional seat in vain. Name this practice of drawing oddly shaped congressional districts to favor a party.
Gerrymandering.
This is gerrymandering?
Yes, one can only gerrymander districts every 10 years because redistricting is tied to what federal procedure that determines how many congressmen a state receives?
Census.
What is the full name of the Massachusetts governor and vice president who is more famous for his political district drawing than anything he did as VP?
Elbridge Gerry.
Gary.
That is right for 40 points. Water molecules move from a hypotonic solution across a semi-permeable, yes, Nikhil?
Osmosis.
Right. Reverse osmosis is used aboard ships to produce what essential substance from seawater?
Salt.
Yeah.
Salt.
The opposite, drinking water. A vocal critic of France's colonial policy, he dismissed the vast territory of New France as, quote, a few acres of snow. Sam.
Napoleon?
No. What author is best known for creating the optimistic Pangloss in Candide?
Voltaire.
You might need your glass half full to remember what alternate title for Candide.
Or Candide or the Optimist? The Optimist?
Yes. The world's largest optimist club is located in what home of the Texas Rangers?
Arlington? Is that all they want? Arlington?
That's it. 40 points. Of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, which is the only one that's... Yes, Greg?
Pyramids.
Which Egyptian port city was home to the ancient lighthouse known as the Pharos?
Alexandria.
The ancient Babylonians built pyramid-shaped structures. What name do we give to these structures?
Ziggurats.
You got 40 points. It was first manufactured in 2009, and until January of 2011, only one photo lab in the world continued to develop what brand of color slide, Sam?
Kodak, Kodachrome?
Yes. Who had a hit in 1973 with the song Kodachrome?
Paul Simon.
Another Paul Simon, not the singer, was a 1988 Democratic presidential candidate and a U.S. senator from which state?
New York. New York.
Illinois. Sarcomeres are the functional units of the... Yes, Nikhil.
Muscle.
Yes, I'm so glad I can't pronounce these, and you get them before I have to say them. Non-striated muscles, such as those found within the walls of organs and structures such as the stomach, are instead known as what kinds of muscles?
Smooth, yes.
Smooth, right, or involuntary. Name the oxygen-bearing protein found in almost all mammals that forms pigments responsible for making meat red.
Hemoglobin or heme? I think hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin.
Myoglobin. That is the end of the round. Let's look at the score, 240 to 450. We will be right back with the final round.
Since 1952, San Mateo Credit Union has been proud to help San Mateo County members and their families achieve their financial dreams. Our deep commitment to the community we serve includes offering a wide variety of financial education programs, like financial literacy workshops for youth, adults, and seniors, seminars about raising money-smart kids, identity theft prevention, and many more. For more information about San Mateo Credit Union, visit us at www.smcu.org.
Tournament champions will win an all-expenses-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS.
All right, teams, take a deep breath and relax. One of the two of you is going to be going on to our final match in 2 weeks. Good luck to both teams. We're going to put 3 minutes on the clock, ask you a series of 30-point questions. Here's the first one. Which German city gave its name to a 1935 set of anti-Jewish laws? To name.
Nuremberg.
The polymer Teflon consists of carbon and what other element? Yes, Nikhil.
Chlorine.
Yes. Our stage manager might be able to tell you that the musical Hello Dolly was based on The Matchmaker, a play by whom? Nikhil.
Bernard Shaw.
No, you can steal. Chekhov. Thornton Wilder. Name the process by which cells from a malignant tumor spread to... Yes, Greg.
Metastasis.
Yes. This Roman succeeded Trajan. Name this emperor. Nikhil.
Hadrian.
Right. In the Western Hemisphere, the third most populous English-speaking country is what site of Montego Bay? Yes, Tanae.
Jamaica.
Right. What geometric shape contains a maximum volume for a given surface area?
Sphere.
Right, great. Who was elected to the Senate in 1934 with the help of Kansas City boss Tom Pendergast, 11 years before succeeding Franklin Roosevelt as... Ankit.
Truman.
Yes. For a sliding block, multiplying the normal force by... Yes, Nikhil.
The coefficient of friction.
May I accept that? The coefficient of friction. Yes. Okay. What is the name given to the lines on a topographic map that connect... Yes, Nikhil.
ISO...
I'm sorry? What is the name given to the lines on a topographic map that connect points on the same elevation?
Level lines.
Contour lines. The Hindu god Krishna is often portrayed playing one. A magic one titled... Yes, Ankit.
Flute.
Yes. What is the name of the Japanese equivalent of the Dow Jones Industrial... Yes, Tanae.
Nikkei.
Right. He was the first human being in history to witness 2 complete sunrises in less than 2 hours. Name this cosmonaut who in 1961... Yes, Sam.
Yuri Gagarin.
Yes. It is a far, far better thing that I do... Nikhil.
Tale of Two Cities.
Right. 2 criminals are each offered freedom if they confess. Nikhil.
Prisoner's Dilemma.
In this 1926 film classic by Fritz Lang, a futurist...
Metropolis.
That is right. The main symptom of pleurisy is a sharp or stabbing pain in the chest. What organs are affected? Yes, Nikhil.
The lungs.
Right. A hand injury may prevent him from starting the season. Name the San Francisco Giants relief pitcher who shares... Yes,
Brian Wilson.
Tanae.
Brian Wilson.
That is right. Alfred Packer is the only American ever convicted of this crime. Name this crime practiced in the movies by Hannibal... Yes, Nikhil.
Cannibalism.
Right. What property of addition is illustrated when we recognize that 2... Yes.
Commutative.
Yes. If you leave the U.S. and cross the Juan de Fuca Strait, you wind up in what other... Yes, Nikhil.
Canada.
Right. The half-life of thorium-232 is about 14 billion years. That means if you have 4 million thorium atoms today, how many would you have in 28? Yes, Ankit.
1 million.
That is right. What playwright created the character of Nora Helmer in a... Yes, Nikhil.
Ibsen.
Right. The enzyme hirudin is isolated from which annelids used in limb reattachment surgeries that secrete... Yes, Nikhil.
Leeches.
That is right. What word for an ideal society comes from the word for... That is the end of the game. 1,020. Bellarmine's in the final 2.
Go to quizkids.tv to meet our teams, learn more about the questions on today's show, and to get tickets to see the show in person.
Crystal Springs, you have been a delightful team all season long. We're so glad to have had you here, and you guys played magnificently. We will see you in 2 weeks at the final match, and we'll see you next week for the second semifinal game. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters help to make this program possible. The San Mateo Credit Union. Additional support provided by the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and the Knights Templar.